What's up, guys? Captain Coin Collector here, and we're gonna do a $50 penny hunt. Alright guys, welcome to Penny Hunt and Fill, episode 5, where we'll be hunting $50 worth of pennies that I got recently in Dalton, Georgia. This is a town in northern Georgia, near the Tennessee border, that I did some coin roll hunting before I went to Nashville, Tennessee. So, all these are customer wrapped rolls. So really, it's 100 rolls of customer wrapped pennies that we'll be going through to see if we can fill any slots in our albums. All the pennies are over here. I went to two banks to get them. Bank of America for the rubber banded ones, as well as Wells Fargo's for the single ones. Hopefully we can find some wheat pennies, maybe some foreigns, and hopefully a few slots in our albums. As always, guys, I'll let you guys know if I find anything interesting. Alright guys, roll number 1 is looking kind of promising, where we got our first San Francisco mint mark, 1969. We are on roll number 5, and we have our first 2009. Figured I'd show it because it's our first find in a while. So, let's see if we can finally get a wheat penny out of all these pennies. No wheat cents yet, but roll number 6 gave us a 69 San Francisco. Roll number 8 is going to give us our first foreign. It's going to be a Canadian Centile, 1967, with the fancy eagle on the back. So, pretty cool to see one of these again. Don't know if it's going to be an upgrade or not, but still a cool find. Well, guys, I didn't think it would happen with these Wells Fargo bank rolls, but we ended up with our first wheat cent, and I haven't seen the obverse yet. Looks older, probably late 40s, early 50s. And there we go, guys, a 1941 Philadelphia. The next roll after the wheat cent, we got our third, 69 San Francisco. All right, guys, on one of the next rolls, we have a predominantly copper roll here. I've been seeing some 60s and 70s coins, but the reason why I bring you in is because we have our second wheat cent, this 1956 Denver. All right, guys, it turns out that the second coin in the roll happened to be another wheat penny. This time, it's a 1946 from the Denver Mint. Towards the end of the next roll, we got ourselves yet another number 4, 1969 San Francisco minted penny. It's in not too bad a shape, though it does have some minor scuffs on the obverse, but still not a bad coin. Maybe it'll be an upgrade. All right, guys, I counted the rolls just to make sure. We're on roll number 21 right now, and we have our first 30s penny, 1938 Philadelphia. So these rolls are pretty interesting, and where these are mostly copper coins or dirty copper, while some of the rolls are just pure clean coins from 2000 to 2022, and even got some 2022 Ds. So pretty interesting bank rolls at this Wells Fargo. Hopefully we can find more wheat cents. And then here's an example of all the shinies, where some of them are memorial cents, others are the shield cents, but they're all from different years. So this is a crazy bunch of coins we got here. All right, guys, this roll number 22 that I just showed you guys has our first wheat cent of the roll, 1956 Philadelphia. Not only that, but we got ourselves a Canadian, this time 1991. As well as I think I saw one more. Yep, there we go. It's 1951 Denver. Not a bad roll. Let's see if there's anything else in here. No more wheat cents, but hopefully a few more in the last 80 rolls. All right, guys, roll number 37 is going to give us number 7 for our wheat cents. And this is just going to be a 1945 Philadelphia. In addition, roll number 37 will give us wheat cent number 8, 1956 Denver. Roll 38, we're going to get another San Francisco mint mark, 1973 this time. It's nice to see something else other than a 1969. In addition, guys, the same roll will get us another wheat cent, this time. Oh, wow, 1936. Oh, sorry, guys, 1926. That might belong in the book now. I am not positive we have that date or not, but 1926 wheat cent, number 9. All right, guys, this is crazy. Roll number 38 is going to get us another wheat cent, this time 1940. Roll 39, we're going to get number 11 for 2009s and number 12 for 2009s in this box. Nice Denver to add to the stack of 12. All right, guys, dumped out the next roll, roll number 41, and we have a 1998 penny from the UK, worth 1.2 US cents. There's a nice little surprise. Roll number 42 is going to give us a dime. All right, guys, halfway done with the 100 roll search onto the Bank of America coins, where hopefully we can get more wheat cents. We did find 10, and I'll go over them once we finish the rolls. Overall, the first half was not the best hunt, but again, it wasn't the worst, so I'm not complaining here. Hopefully, this hunt will be a little bit better. Let's go into roll number 51. Right off the bat, again, we have another S mint mark to start the first roll, a 1974 this time. Roll number 2 is going to give us our first foreign, 1977 Canadian. Just look at that, we got another Canadian, this time at 2010. It's been 16 rolls, but we finally got our first wheat cent from the second batch of coins from Bank of America. Wow, that's actually an older date. 1937 Denver. All right, guys, I think things are finally picking up. I think we have another wheat cent here. We do. It's a 1941 wheat cent. In addition to our second wheat cent, we also got a 1971 San Francisco. Still on roll 17, guys, and we got a 71 San Francisco as well. Roll 31 is going to give us a surprise. We got ourselves another dime. Second dime of the hunt, first from this Bank of America batch. Roll number 25 is going to give us another San Francisco mint mark. In addition, we did find a couple more Canadians as well as 2009s. No more wheat cents, still only 2. All right, guys, roll number 32, and we finally have another wheat cent. The back looks a little outdated, so maybe a 40s coin. Yep, 1945. All right, guys, I figured I'd show it with 12 rolls left. Another San Francisco mint mark, our earliest one so far, a 1968. On roll number 39, guys, we have a King George VI Canadian penny, and it's from the year 1943. Imagine if that was a 1943 copper United States penny. It would be a payday for sure, but unfortunately, it's the Canadian version, only worth about 10 to 15 cents. But we definitely don't have that for our Canadian album, so that's a pretty good find. Roll 45 is going to give us yet another dime. This is the third dime of the hunt, second from this bank. All right, guys, not a big find. One of the many Canadians we found, but it's a 1998, which was the year I was born, and it's the year I collect. Maybe I don't have it, and we can put it in our album. Second to last roll, guys, and we got ourselves our third dime from this bank, fourth dime overall. All of them in just terrible conditions, but each worth 10 cents. And just like that, guys, the hunt is over. I'm going to organize all the coins and show you what I got. All right, guys, so the hunt is over. $50 worth of pennies sorted through. Customer wrapped rolls are always a little tricky because sometimes you hit it big, sometimes you hit it small. In some areas, we did hit it big. In some areas, we did hit it small. But overall, I'm pretty happy of the results of this hunt and time to go through it all. Now, we did find one other foreign coin, this time a UK penny, and this was from the year 1998. We also found 11 Canadian pennies, which I know some of them are going in the books, such as that 1943 King George VI we found. But we found a 43, 64, Centennial 67, 277s, 281s, 191, 193, 198, and 12010. Moving on to the American coins, we found 5 San Franciscos per box, so 10 altogether, setting a record for the most San Franciscos found in a box. Both box 9 and 10, or customer wrapped boxes 9s and 10, had 5 each. We found a 68, 5 69s, 2 71s, a 73, and a 74. Moving on to the 2009s, also record setting. 14 was found in box 1, 10 in box 2. I found 5 birth and early childhoods, 12 formative years, and 7 professional lives, for a total of 24. In addition, we also found 2 1959s, but now on to the wheat cents. So it was pretty slow, the second box. We only found 3, but the first box we did find 10, which was more than I thought we'd find. The best one being a 1926, and I don't believe we have it for the books. I'll double check, but if anything comes from this hunt, at least we did 1 fill in the book. We found 2 1930s, a 1937 Denver and a 1938. For the 40s, we found 1 1940. We found 2 1941s, 2 1945s, and a 1946 Denver. Moving on to the 50s, only 4 of them were found. 1 1951 Denver, 1 1956 Philly, and 2 1956 Denvers. So altogether, that's it for the hunt. I can't wait to see what the books are missing, and maybe we have some fillers or some upgrades in this hunt. Not to mention, guys, it was a pretty light hunt for all the coppers that we found. Between the 2 boxes, we didn't find too many coppers, and we only found 456 of them in total, which is just not really that good. The most we found ever in one box was 472. We found in box 1 185, and box 2 271. So light day for copper, but hopefully the books will tell us otherwise. I'll be right back to fill the books and then show you the upgrades and possible fills that we have from this hunt. Alright guys, so the books are all updated, and this is what we found. We'll start with the Canadians. Now in the first album of the Canadians, which is 1920 to 1988, we had 3 fills and 1 upgrade. The first fill was the 1943, we got the 1964, as well as the 1981, and we upgraded the 1987. Moving on to volume 2, from 1989 to 2012, the last year of the Canadian penny, we found the 1993 as well as the 1998, making us have 2 fills for this album, 5 fills overall, and 1 upgrade, for a total of 31 coins out of the 112 coin set, 27.7% complete with the Canadian pennies. Moving on to volume 1 of the Lincoln pennies, we found 3 fills in this $50 hunt, which is just phenomenal. All 3 pennies that we found below 1940 we added to this album, and that includes the 1926 Philadelphia, the 1937 Denver, and 1938 Philadelphia. 13 out of the 89 spots are filled. We still have so much more to find to complete this album, but 13 out of 89 for 10 boxes isn't a bad start, and I can't wait to hunt more boxes to hopefully fill this album one day. Moving on, volume 2, which is 1941 to 1974, we had 2 fills and 4 upgrades. The 2 fills were the earlier wheat cents, and that includes the 1946 Denver and 1951 Denver. Though they are more common dates of the wheat cents, we were missing them for 10 boxes, and we finally found them this episode, so I'm pretty excited to fill 2 more slots, making us 63 out of 87 slots done with this book, meaning that we only have 24 more wheat cents until we finish the book completely and focus on upgrades. Speaking of upgrades, we had 4 upgrades in this box. The first one being the 1964 Denver, the next one, the 1968 San Francisco, the 1969 San Francisco, and the 1973 Denver. Now, the last book I'm going to show you today is volume 3, and we already completed it, but we had 2 upgrades. Those upgrades include the 2005 Denver, as well as a better condition 2010 Denver. Altogether, guys, we have 183 of the 283 pennies filled, which is 64.7%, and it means that we only have 100 pennies to go to fill these books, which is just incredible. And like I said, we already went through 10 boxes, so this is just scratching the surface of this collection, and I hope that we have a nice shiny collection, at least with these later year books. Not so much the wheat cents. I hope to just fill those coins. But overall, I'm impressed at the rate that we're going, and hopefully we have many more boxes to go through in the future. Alright guys, thanks for watching this episode of the Penny Hunt and Fill. Hope you guys enjoyed the finds. Though it was a little slow, we managed to get 5 fills in each of our Canadian and United States sets, which is just amazing. So again guys, I hope you had a great time hunting with me, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to hit the like button. Subscribe for more content just like this, because we're not done with this series or the other series that I have going on my channel. Leave a comment down below of what you think. And as always guys, I'll see you in the next video. Happy hunting.